Winter came early to Silver Moon, and the first snow made the whole territory feel buried alive.
From Froston. Their Alpha requests permission to cross our territory. A diplomatic allegation.
Request or demand?
Request, carefully worded. 3 months since I discussed and shatters the blood rank abolition and word fast.
Now the northern packs were finally moving.
Let them come. Under escort. No more than 10 wolves, they leave their weapons at the border.
I'll relay the terms. Kieran's patrol returned an hour ago. He found tracks. Large, unfamiliar. He heading west from the old ruins deep into our territory.
How large?
Bigger than any wolf I've seen. Claw marks deeper than twice the length of a normal shift. And the tracks were 3 days old. Something came out of a from Oland's single sentry sounding
That was
alarm.
the part that mattered, not size. Silence.
Send a scout team to the tree line. Full report by nightfall. No one goes near the ruins alone.
Yes, Alpha.
Something was moving in the north. And I had a feeling it wasn't finished moving.
You're worried?
Something passed through our land, close to the keep, and no one saw it.
The ruins. There's something there. Has been since before my exile.
You knew.
I used to go there when the madness got bad. I never went deep. Something in the air kept me back.
You never told me. What's there?
A door, carved into the mountain, locked with symbols I couldn't read. I always assumed it was a tomb. Old kings buried with their treasures.
But now you're not sure.
Now I'm not sure of anything.
Then we go see for ourselves.
Alone?
With a team. Small. Fast. You, me, Raph, 2 scouts. Dawn tomorrow.
Fine, but I stay in front.
If something eats you, I'm not writing the eulogy.
Noted. Laura, wait. There's writing. Fresh. Cut into the stone.
The daughter returns. The wolf kneels. But the blood debt is not paid. Someone knew we'd come here.
Someone wanted us to.
The words hummed in my bones like they had been written for my blood alone.
If this place wants her, I should have burned it years ago. My family has guarded this seal for 800 years. The ancestral instructions were clear. Before the golden blood formally ascends, the secret of the mountain must never be revealed.
You knew what this was.
I knew enough to fear it. You only seized power 3 months ago. Your bloodline is still unstable. It's not a lock, it's a seal. Meant to keep something in, not out.
Can you open it?
I can try. I go first.
Like hell you do.
This is my territory, my ruins, my discovery. Let me earn my keep.
Fine, but stay alive.
Alara, don't. She's not dead. She's preserved. Suspended. The seal wasn't keeping something in. It was keeping someone safe.
Hello, daughter. I've been waiting.
You're dead. You died 28 years ago.
Did I? Or did I simply wait? Thorn thought he'd paid the blood debt when he poisoned your father and me. But debts don't die so easily. And neither do I.
What did you wake?
Not what. Who? The guardians of this mountain. They've slept as long as I have. They feed on fear, and our presence woke the whole nest. Follow me. Stay close, and whatever you do, don't run. They hunt by the thrill of the chase. Walk steady, and they'll hesitate.
We need to leave. Now.
You know this place?
Your father and I mapped every tunnel for 3 years. We knew Thorn would come for the mountain eventually.
If one of those things touches her, I tear this mountain apart with my hands.
That won't hold them forever. The seal was already fraying before we opened it. Your golden blood shook it loose.
You have 28 years to explain.
I faked my death. Your father helped me. We knew Thorn was planning a coup, and we couldn't win openly. So I sealed myself in the old way, and waited.
Waited for what?
For you.
What's coming?
The old kings. The ones buried in the heart of that mountain. They're not dead. They're dreaming. And they're waking up.
Then we'd better start talking.
The golden blood isn't just leadership. It's binding. The first wolves with it could tie packs together permanently, and it's purification. It can burn away shadow, regret, things that should not be alive.
And how they fell.
Because Lutusian, the first king, killed the golden queen he loved after his brothers poisoned his mind against her. His brothers envied her power. They lied. He believed them. He killed her. Then he realized truth. Hunted down his brothers, sealed their souls beneath the mountain, and locked himself there to atone. His soul has held the seal for 1,000 years.
And Thorn?
Thorn suspected the mountain held power. He wanted the old kings awake and under his control. That's why he killed your father and tried to erase the golden bloodline.
How do I stop them?
My grandmother left instructions for a ritual that can seal the old kings permanently. It requires 3 things. The staff I carry, the blood of the golden heir, and a sacrifice from the wolf who loves her most.
No! There has to be another way. I didn't survive all of this just to lose the only person who find another way.
There is one alternative. More dangerous. No one has ever succeeded.
Tell me.
The ritual can take a different sacrifice. Not the wolf's nature. The wolf's life.
Don't! Don't even think about it. If you volunteer to die, I will bring you back and kill you myself.
There's a third option, not in the text. A story my grandmother told me.
What?
Go into the heart of the dreaming place. Meet Lucian face to face. Challenge him. If you win, he will use the last of his soul to reforge the seal for another century.
How do I defeat a spirit?
You don't fight him. You challenge him to a game. He always chooses the same one. Truth or consequence.
You should be sleeping.
So should you.
I'm considering all options. If losing my wolf saves the territory, saves you, it's a fair trade.
It's not. You think I could rule knowing I caged the wolf in you? That I took part of you away?
What if there's no other way?
Then we go into the mountain. We play his game, and we win. Together. That was the deal.
I've been alone in the dark for 6 years. You gave me a reason to step into the light. If I have to choose between losing myself and losing you...
You don't get to choose.
Whatever you want, I'm with you.
Wake Maren. Gather supplies, we leave in an hour. And tell Rafe to hold the keep while we're gone.
Don't finish the part where we don't come back.
There's a second entrance. Older, hidden. Lucian's architects built it for emergencies. Your father found it the year before he died. The heart chamber lies beyond this door. Once I open it, I cannot follow. Lucian's domain rejects anyone who isn't the challenger or their chosen second.
Chosen second.
The game allows one witness, one companion. Choose wisely.
Him.
If you survive, he reforges the seal. If you don't...
Then we'll survive.
You came, the Golden Heir, and her wolf.
You know who we are.
I know everything that happens in this mountain. I felt you born, I felt you suffer, I felt you rise, and I felt you shatter the stone at the Blood Moon Assembly. That was loud, little queen. Very loud. Truth or consequence? I ask a question, you answer truthfully, or you pay a price. Then you ask one, 3 rounds each. If you survive all 3, I reforge the seal.
If I fail,
then your wolf dies, and I take your golden blood. I will shatter the seal myself and wake my brothers to burn this world down.
Say no. Tell me to tear him apart instead.
deal.
First round, I ask first. What is the one thing you fear most?
That I'll become them. The wolves who hurt me, who sold me, who threw me away, that power will turn me into thorn.
Truth.
Now you ask.
What do you want most in the world?
Death.
I want to rest. Truly rest. Not dreaming, not waiting. Nothing.
Truth.
Second round. Little Queen, you carry a secret even your wolf doesn't know. Tell me what it is.
I was 15. Thrawn's steward used to come to the laundry room at night. He said if I'd quiet, he'd take care of me. I stayed quiet. He didn't.
Truth.
You killed her, the Golden Queen, Elvin. Why, if you loved her?
Because I was a fool. My brothers told me she would bind my soul and turn me into her puppet. I believed them. I killed her in the throne room. Then I saw the treaty she was writing, the peace she was building. I destroyed the best thing that ever happened to this world.
That's the blood debt.
Part of it. My debt to her, your debt to Thorn. All blood debts lead back to this mountain. I carved those words on the outer door when I felt your blood wake.
If this game ends and he still exists, I don't know if mercy will be my first instinct.
The guardian that wandered into our territory 3 days ago.
Mine. Once they were her guards. I bound their souls to the seal when she died. That one came to confirm you were real. It meant no harm. They won't trouble your pack again while I still hold the seal.
Truth.
Don't.
Kylan.
Don't apologize. Don't explain. Just let me be angry. Not at you. At him. At him. At the world. At myself for not being there.
I had carried that memory alone for 8 years.
I'm here now.
He didn't try to fix it. He just stayed. Somehow that hurt less.
And I'm not going anywhere. No one is ever going to hurt you like that again.
One round left.
Then we finish it. Together.
Night fell over the chamber, and for the first time since entering the mountain, I was more afraid of what I might ask than what he might.
It's time. Final round.
I ask first.
Fair. You earned the right.
Did she forgive you? Before she died? Did Elwyn forgive you?
She did. She said my name. Not monster, not traitor. My name. She said she understood. That she didn't blame me. Your final question.
What do you need to finally let go?
I don't deserve to.
That's not what I asked.
I need someone to tell me it's okay to stop.
It's okay to stop. You've served your sentence. She forgave you. She loved you. She would not want you in this mountain forever.
I don't know how.
Then I'll help you.
Thank you.
It's done.
Lucian is gone. The seal is reforged. The old kings will sleep for another century.
Your father would be proud of you.
Tell me about him.
On the way home. Your father was not a wolf. Aldrich Vance was human. Fully human. A scholar from a line of priests who studied wolf magic.
What?
The elders said I was diluting the bloodline. They were wrong. You're the strongest of all of us because you're half human. Humans choose. Wolves obey instinct, bonds, law. He helped me prepare the coffin. Held my hand while I drank the sleeping dressed. Then he went to face Thorn alone so Thorn would believe I was dead. He left his research with Rafe's father and made him promise to watch over you. He died for you, Alara. He loved you before you were born. I never thought I'd see this place again.
You're home now. As my mother and my advisor, no one will question it. For the first time in my life, I felt like I had a family. That was exactly what made the quiet feel dangerous, like I might lose it if I breathed too hard.
You should be asleep.
So should you. Why me? Why did you stay?
Because you saw me. The monster. The exile. The mad wolf. You looked at me and didn't flinch. No one had ever done that.
You're not a monster.
No, but I used to be. You made me want to be better.
He said it simply, like fact. That was always how he loved me. No performance, no poetry, just truth.
For the first time, I let myself believe I might deserve this.
Three days later, Frostfen arrived, and peace stopped being private.
Alpha Elora, I've heard much about you.
And I about you. Welcome to Silver Moon.
I'll be direct. Your blood rank abolition has caused concern among the northern packs. Fear, if you prefer accuracy.
And what do you see?
A young Alpha who survived an auction block, claimed her birthright, and walked into a mountain that has killed challengers for 1,000 years. I see someone I want as an ally, not an enemy. Frostfin's winters are getting longer. Prey is migrating south. Your decree opens borders based on skill, not blood. That could save my pack. We have space. Empty villages. We need people more than purity. Open borders between Silvermoon and Froston. Mutual defense. Shared hunting grounds. In exchange, I'll advocate for your decree at the next Council of Alphas.
One condition. You accept refugees, any wolf-freeing, blood-rank procedure scheduled to work, no questions.
That's a bold demand. It will anger the other packs.
That's my price.
Deal.
We're drafting the refugee protocol now. The eastern border village can support 50 through winter, more if we ration.
Do it. Any wolf-freeing, blood-rank persecution gets escorted safely to the village, no questions asked.
And if other packs protest?
Let them. Silver Moon is no longer in the business of asking permission.
Busy morning.
Tax reform, grazing rights, the glamorous life of an alpha.
Eat lunch with me.
Depends. Is it burnt eggs again?
I've improved. I can burn toast too.
Alpha! There's a problem at the eastern border. Refugees. 12 of them. From Ironwood. 8 adults, 4 children. They're being pursued by Ironwood pack enforcers.
Pursuing them all the way to our border?
Yes. And they're herding a boy ahead of them. Straight for our border.
Assemble 12 riders, fast horses, no banners, 2 teams around the north and south flanks, tree line cover only.
You're planning to cross?
I'm planning not to let a boy die on my doorstep.
The moment you cross that border, you give them justification for war. They want this.
I know. That's why we're going to make them regret it.
8 riders, 6 enforcers, 2 handlers. The boy's still alive. Barely.
Light the torches. By the ancient laws of pack territory, I claim right of asylum for any wolf who reaches my border seeking refuge. This wolf has 1 paw on Silvermoon soil. He is under my protection.
He hasn't crossed yet, Alpha Elara. He's still on Ironwood soil. By the same laws, he belongs to us until his paw touches your ground.
You're safe now.
You've just committed an act of aggression. Ironwood will not forget this. The council will hear of it.
Tell your Alpha that Silvermoon recognizes no blood rank, no purity test, and no border that separates a wolf from safety. If he wants to discuss territory law, he can come sit at my table. If he wants to send more children to die at my border, he will learn exactly why they called Kieran the Mad Wolf.
What's your name?
Finn. They were going to execute me for being mixed blood. Thorn's men told them to. Said it cleanses the bloodline.
Not anymore. can yell at me now.
I'm not going to yell at you.
You're thinking about it loudly enough.
I'm not angry you crossed the border. I'm angry because if they'd had archers in the trees, I couldn't have stopped what happened next.
They didn't.
Because we outsmarted them. Not because it was a good plan.
He reminds me of someone. Myself. Broken. Believing no one would come. I promised myself when I took the throne that no wolf would ever feel that way again.
You can't save everyone.
I can try.
You stayed?
Of course I stayed.
Why? I'm nobody. Mixed blood. Worthless to any pack.
You crossed into my territory seeking refuge. That makes you my responsibility. And you're not worthless. You're a wolf who survived long enough to reach safety. That takes more strength than most purebloods I know.
What happens now?
Now you heal. Then you decide. Stay in Silvermoon and build a life, or move on when you're strong enough. The choice is yours.
No blood rank tests?
Not in my territory.
Ironwood's Alpha is demanding a meeting. Formal request. Neutral ground. Tomorrow. The old trading post at the fork of the Grey River. Equal numbers.
He wants to negotiate, or ambush me. Probably both.
You're actually going?
I need to know what he wants. If he's working with Thorn, I want to hear it from his mouth.
By dawn, the border rescue had become something bigger. A test of Ironwood, of me, of how close war really was.
Tell him I'll attend. Sunrise. The old trading post. 10 riders each, no concealed weapons. If there's one extra bowman in the trees, the meeting is off and we ride for Ironwood's capital before sundown.
I'll send it.
You're going to that meeting?
I am.
Then take me with you. Ironwood's Alpha is Halvor. He served 2 years in Eldric's personal guard. Your father saved his life once. If this is about Thorn, he might listen to me. And if it's a trap, 2 Golden Bloods are harder to kill than 1.
Fine. Kieran leads the guard, you stay at my side. Raff holds the keep.
And Finn?
He stays in the village. Safe. War was coming. I could feel it in the silence between letters, in the way every border now carried a question. But this time, I wasn't facing it alone. I have a mother. I have Rafe. I have Kieran. I have a pack worth fighting for. The old kings were sleeping. The cruelty that fed them was not. And tomorrow, Ironwood would tell me whether it planned to kneel or burn.